Are we on? Are we recording? All right, cool. Just want to say good morning. This is the first time I'm feeling in daylight actually. Let me see, how do I look here like this? Like boom, boom, vapa, boom. Trying to be more energetic for my audience, dear you, with like 0 viewers, which is okay. I don't mind that at all. Well, it's a brand new day in the countryside, and today I'm going to meet with some workers and bring them here to the country house and have them try to fix a leaking pipe, and in order to put some water to a few, and by a few I mean about, I guess, 50, 60 fruit trees, apple trees, pear trees, walnut trees, in order to start putting water on them, because it's April now, so we have to start thinking about water systems. I had someone dig a hole in the ground, which took forever. It was supposed to take like a week, and the water was supposed to come from 50 meters based on geological engineering companies' estimations. So you pay a ton of money for those things, and eventually what happens is that the guy comes, sondage, donc the guy who's supposed to take the water from the earth to the surface, from the ground up. Of course, initially he tells you this is gonna cost a lot, about like $10,000, because he's going to bring a very specific machine, because your land, my land, which is about 6,000 meter, so like square meters, 6,000 square meters. About, I guess, 350 square meters is my house's dimensions. So with the basement, it's 700 square meter the house, but the base of it is 350. So I guess with some areas around it, I guess we can say around 1,000 square meters of it is tree-free zone, where I hope to either this summer, if I can, or the next summer, I hope to start experimenting with making tents, building the tent, and learning how to start camping. So hopefully those videos will be coming. When they come, hopefully they will be helping people like me who are fish outside the water, who don't know anything about how to do camping, but still will be able to deal with it. And and then in my garden I want to learn about fruit trees, and I want to learn about, we have some heritage seeds that we got. My sister brought them for my mother from the US. So hopefully this summer or next year, I don't know, either in 2022 or in 2023, we will start doing things with those. So first you're supposed to put those in little tubes, and then you're supposed to grow them from the little tubes within the greenhouse. We have a tiny greenhouse which I'll be showing you, and then once they grow, you put it in the earth, right, outside, for them to grow, like carrots, strawberries, and potatoes, and all these things. So I'm going to learn as I go along, and I will take you with me, so you will be learning with me from the ground up, from zero, from scratch. So at 50 years old, for people who want to start a new chapter in their life, for complete beginners like me, I mean, I've worked all my life in technology industry, in e-marketing, which was a white-collar job. So, you know, I don't know anything about country life, country living. I am actually hoping to start another channel about technology, about how to start filming YouTube videos, how to use editing softwares. Hopefully I have to learn those first myself, because even though I was in e-marketing, I was working for a few telecom companies as e-marketing manager. We were doing the website design, we were doing some you know, agency work, working with agencies, and before that I was working in agencies myself as project manager for corporate web design. So I know those things a little bit, but of course it has been a while, about 10 years since I got off the industry, so a lot has changed. So I'm hoping to you know, increase my skills and education in those areas and start a new channel about those things. So I guess with those two channels, I'm trying to help people with Tugi's country life. Let me know if you like this title, or if you think another title is more appropriate. I'm still thinking about the title. Tugi's country life would be about country living, about bushcrafting, about camping, about growing trees. And like I was saying, it's about also coming up with water for the land, right? I mean, this guy came with a completely different machine, and he charged me so much more, and he didn't put the engines that were supposed to be in there to take the water pumps, to pump the water from down below to the surface. The 50 meter, he says he went all the way up to 100 meters, but I don't really believe him. I think he went maybe to 60 or 70 meters. Anyway, then I had to get a new engine. I had some electrical problems with those engines. Some people will try and to fix them today. So, I mean, the work, of course, doesn't end when you have your own house. In Istanbul, I was living in an apartment building. So when I moved to 𝑖𝑡'𝑠, you see, in 𝑣𝑖𝑑𝑒, where I live now, this is a completely different lifestyle. You have a house you're responsible for. The electric bill is huge. The last bill was 22,000 Turkish liras, which is, I guess, about, with the current thing, about, you know, I don't know, $2,000, right? If or maybe 1,500 US dollars. Anyway, huge electrical bill. So those things are just crazy. The expense of running a house like this is crazy. Okay, it's a big house, but the prices have been increasing a lot in Turkey. So that's making life very difficult for a lot of people, unfortunately, in Turkey. I don't know what's going to happen about that, but you know, you think you move to the countryside and you will be in peace and just really relaxed, but that doesn't really happen. I mean, there's a lot of new problems, things that you don't know anything about, that you've never learned in living in the city. So you learn as you go, and I am just in the very beginning of my journey, and I hope to be sharing all these things with you, take you along with me as you learn, as you grow with me. and hopefully for people who want to do similar things in whatever country you live in, whether you're in Latin America, Asia, Europe, wherever you are, in the US, hopefully this can show you something. Hopefully it can be a guide for you. So this is what this channel is going to be focusing on, I guess. Tugi's country life, and and the other channel, hopefully it will be I guess something like Tugi's online marketing tips. I will have to come up with a name for that one too. And there I will try to teach of my new learnings about how to start in YouTube, and how to edit your videos, and which equipment I use for filming, for sound, for recording, for light, and all these things I will try to teach you as I learn, of course. For the moment I am myself in the beginning of the journey, but that's why I think I can be of help to people who are very in the beginning stage, who are beginners, or for people who are new to technology, like the elderly, who are very, very careful about how to use something and they don't know how to do it. So hopefully, step by step, with baby steps, we will learn those things. And I just want to leave the message that it's never too late to start a new chapter in your life. For people who out there who are deciding, at my age, should I retire? Should I move to the country? How much would I need to live there? What are my monthly expenses? And if you spend all your life in this city and you don't know anything about country living, how will you go about learning? I would like to also, make reviews about camping gear that I'm buying, bushcraft gear. I love knives, for example, the design of knives, because I love wood and I love steel, and basically a knife is the combination of those things. So as I learn and start to use those things, I will make reviews about those things, and reviews about the websites and the YouTube channels which I find helpful, and hopefully you can start following them, subscribing to them. Make sure you subscribe to me too if you get any value out of this, and then we will see how it goes. I mean, for both my channels, whether it's the technologies channel or country living channel, I will try to do reviews of YouTube influencers whom I find very helpful, who explain things in a simple way, not a very technical and complicated way. Because some channels are very hard to understand for people who's for whom, like me, English is not their first language, and then maybe for also for people who are new to technology. So for them it's important to explain things in a simple way, and answering simple questions, and to some people those questions might seem very elementary, very simple, but this is what I think a lot of people need, people who are new to technology and people who are new to this world of YouTube and social media in general. I mean, I myself, I was never really active in social media. I guess the platform where I was the most active was Instagram, where my handle is my full name, 𝑡ℎ𝑖𝑠 in Instagram. I will put the link below. And Tugi is my short name, so it's much easier for people to remember Tugi than Turul, my full name. But Instagram was nice because I like pictures and I like to post them, and it's also simple to use, easy to use. YouTube, I am just starting in this community. Even though I did have a few videos that I uploaded, my nephew Kerim, if he's watching, he's in the States studying at Johns Hopkins University. So hi to you, Carol, if you're watching this. He even had a channel for me about when I was really fat. I was 160 kilos. So in pounds, I guess that's like times 2, I think, so about 300 pounds. I don't know about that, don't quote me on that. But I was really fat. So my sister had a tummy reduction operation. I guess you call it gastric bypass. So they take your big fat tummy and they just make it smaller, which I was so desperate then. This was when was it? I guess I had my horrible accident in 2009, so that was about 12 years ago, right? Even 13 years ago. Wow, time just flies. So 2009, I guess I must have had the surgery in 2015 or so, like 5-6 years ago, 7 years ago. Wow. So anyway, that just happened. I didn't really think about it, that weight loss journey. I just had nothing to lose. I said if my sister was happy with the hospital and the surgeon, I said, well, I might as well try that, And then, of course, after the first year, you lose a lot of weight because your tummy is so small, you literally cannot eat. Physically, it's impossible for you. That's why they call it the first year, the honeymoon year. But then after, because it's still elastic, my tummy when I was 160 kilograms was this big. Then I lost about half of that weight. I became 80 kilograms, and because my tummy was this big. But as I ate, it slowly grew, when eventually it grew back to its own size, which now is so dangerous because it's a smaller skin which grows in volume. So the dangers of acid or something hurting your stomach lining is increased. So just a little message for those who are thinking about getting that surgery, gastric bypass surgery. Just be mindful that this is just a temporary solution. It gives you 1 year to lose a lot of your weight, which you do lose a lot of your weight. However, if you're not careful and if you don't have self-discipline after that, you will slowly gain your weight back. Which happened to me. I slowly started gaining weight back. From 80, I went to 90 kilos, 100 kilos, 110 kilos, 120 kilos. And then I was like, my God, I'm going back to my old weight, and this operation now has not been helpful at all. So now what can I do? And then YouTube really helped me, because in YouTube I discovered keto diet, and with a doctor, he's actually a chiropractor, but he has learned so much about keto. I think it's the best YouTuber about keto these days, Dr. Eric Berg. So make sure you watch his channel if you're interested in a keto lifestyle. And then with keto, I lost a lot of weight, and it really helped me to, I don't know, not eating carbs, eating a lot of fat, avocados, olive oil, you know, and those things really helped me. So of course it's very hard to sustain a keto diet. So at some point you give up. You're like, I'm just gonna have just one cake because it's my birthday. And then the next day you say, well, since I'm not on keto anymore, I might as well just have a toast, some garlic bread. You know, I really miss the pasta. I'll have a spaghetti, and then it all turns back, and of course then I started gaining weight back, and then starting keto again. So you know, I guess two months ago I told myself I'm going to be serious about this with my friend Murat. If you're watching, Murat, hi. He lives in Istanbul. He's in the technology world. He and I, we write to each other from WhatsApp, and we said, man, come on, let's start keto again. Yeah, let's do it, you know. And then we started again. And now I have lost, I'm not weighing myself these days, but I think another 10 kilos or so, but weight doesn't really matter. What matters is how you feel. I feel good. You know, so we'll see how long I can keep this up. I want to make it a lifelong thing because it just makes me feel better. I don't know, I think it helps with your thinking, with your relaxing. You know, by the end of this year, I want to quit my antidepressant, Prozac. So that's going to be a journey. I tried to quit once, but it was difficult for me. So that's that, you know. It's this Tugi's country life is about a guy who's trying to reclaim his life, basically, who's trying to get back up. You know, who has run away in a countryside house, took his mother with him, and trying to learn new things, trying to learn how to live in nature, how to be healthier in mind and body and spirit, get in touch with God, all these things that I hope to find out. And this is just the very beginning of my journey, and I will definitely take you with me, and hopefully I will be able to make a lot of videos and upload them. And even better if I can learn how to edit, you know, hopefully you can get some value from it. And if you get some value, hopefully you will subscribe. And then I will have an audience of people who are interested in what I have to say. And I will learn more and write in the comments, you know, if you have any questions, if you would like me to research a certain topic, I can do that and then make a, you know, a summary video for you about that. And, you know, just let me know how I can be of help, what I can do. And then hopefully we can go from there. Alright guys, so thank you for bearing with me and for being there for me, with me, sharing my experience. And I will see you when I see you, hopefully soon. Bye for now. Bye guys.